Hello, my name is Jacqueline Martinez, and today I stand here to share a big problem going on in our school system that doesn't just affect a couple hundred students, but thousands: the inequality of school funding. According to a recent study that was conducted by the U.S. Commissions on Civil Rights, schools in the richest districts spend over $10,000 per student annually than what schools in poorer districts do. The problem is The problem in this is that the students being affected are the ones that attend underfunded schools. They often don't have success they often don't have access to resources that allow them to enrich in their education and learning processes. This unfair funding way does not just limit opportunities, it limits future opportunities that are able to be given to children. All children, no matter their current financial status, deserve a fair opportunity at their futures. But exists fairness does not exist in this because only wealthier communities are getting this opportunity. Constructivism learning is the theory that points out that learners develop and make their own learning experiences. It is funded on the idea that learners construct their own learning based on the knowledge they already knew. This theory is not just about learning the this theory is not just about learning and filling learners with information, but about the process that the learner took to be able to do so. They make they start to make sense of what is being learned and being able to solve real world problems. Through learning about this, I was able to learn that students their best when they are allowed to take their own learning into ownership, and most importantly, when they are able to make their learning and relate it to their lives. Constructivism is a personalized and hands-on learning. To be able to go about this through a constructivist point of view, I propose creating community learning hubs. These hubs would be supported by local support students to support student-led spaces that would help out underfunded schools with hands-on activities. Hubs would be staffed by mentors, educators, and volunteers that are from colleges that are sending students to complete hours that are required of them to do this work for college classes. This would be done this way so there is no costly fee that goes into it. They would focus on arts, real-world problem-solving, science, and technology that would be used by recycled or low-cost materials. Hubs would focus on allowing the students to build their own knowledge with hands-on experience to their communities. An example of the work that the students would be doing would be based on them being able to collaborate with projects that would allow to create documentaries about their neighborhoods and communities through any of the subjects that I went through. They would learn academic content but also develop critical thinking, communication, and civil engagement skills. Hubs needs your help to be able to be successful. Hubs would need access to places like community centers, libraries, and or classrooms. Hubs would also need materials and the right resources like books, tools, and computers. But most importantly, we need funding to be able to get this program started. The right resources would allow for students to have the innovation that they need so it is consistent, impactful, and inclusive, especially in communities that are most affected with unequal funding. If you are a community leader or educational partner, we need your help to be able to bring community learning hubs to life so our learners, no matter who they are able to get an equal opportunity to education. You investing with us will create a lively hands-on learning experience in places that you wouldn't imagine don't get it. With your help, we can create a better future for our students where they are able to succeed no matter where they live. Let's please work together to be able to ensure this to everyone, and not just by throwing money around, but by having innovational ideas to help out every learner in the right way. Thank you for listening.